Everyone talks about the risks of pre-construction. You've probably heard it too. What if the building gets delayed? Or isn't it safer to buy something that's already finished? But here's the truth. The smartest investors in Miami real estate right now are buying luxury pre-construction condos in Miami, not resale. Why? Because pre-construction is actually the safer, smarter, and more profitable way to invest in Miami's booming real estate market. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly why Miami pre-construction condos are attracting local buyers, international investors, and even Fortune 500 executives. And by the end, you'll understand why pre-construction is the future of Miami and why the wealthiest investors are already moving in this direction. Pre-construction is not just about shiny new towers or fancy renderings. It's about future-proofing your investment. Following Surfside, Florida implemented new safety and reserve requirements for condominiums and increased oversight. New projects adhere to the current Florida building code, and evolving standards focus on resilience and safety. Developers are now required to meet much stricter standards: stronger structures, impact glass, reinforced concrete, advanced waterproofing systems. These aren't just cosmetic upgrades, they're critical protections that older condos simply don't have. Think about it. When you buy in pre-construction, you're locking into a product designed for the next 40 or 50 years, built under new codes that didn't even exist a decade ago. That means lower risk of sudden repairs, stronger resale value, and peace of mind knowing your building was engineered for Miami's future. It's also about design. Today's pre-construction towers are created with modern lifestyles in mind. Co-working spaces, wellness centers, rooftop pools, electric car charging, and even private dining rooms. Compare that with condos built in the 1980s or 90s. Back then, no one was thinking about remote work or energy efficiency. When you invest in pre-construction, you're not just buying square footage, you're buying relevance in a fast-changing city. Now let's talk about the advantages, because this is where pre-construction really shines. First, you lock today's price. In a city like Miami, where demand keeps pushing values up, this is huge. Imagine buying a condo at $800,000 today, and by the time it's delivered in 3 or 4 years, similar units in the building are already selling for $950,000 or more. That can mean appreciation by delivery, depending on market conditions. It's not guaranteed. Second, you don't have to pay everything up front. Pre-construction works in stages. Maybe it's 10% at reservation, 20% during construction, and the balance at closing. That means you're building equity gradually without having to tie up all your capital on day one. For many investors, this is the smartest way to leverage money. Third choice, early buyers get the best floor plans, the best views, the best lines in the building. Once the tower is 70% sold, you're left with what's left. And trust me, the resale value of a corner unit on the 30th floor is not the same as an interior unit on the 5th floor. And finally, lifestyle. These towers aren't just apartments, they're ecosystems. Spa-level gyms, private cinemas, lounges, and even branded services like hotel management. When you buy pre-construction, you're not just buying walls, you're buying a lifestyle that adds long-term value. I hope you are enjoying this information, and let me reassure you that if you stay with me until the end, you'll see how this plays out in real numbers. In addition, I'll show you how to get your free digital copy of my book, Miami's Pre-Construction Blueprint, where I go deeper into the value of pre-construction versus older condos. Now, let's flip the coin, because while older condos might look cheaper on paper, the reality is often very different. In the last few years, thousands of condo owners across Miami have been hit with massive special assessments, extra payments that can run into the tens of thousands per unit. Why? Because many older buildings have structural issues, outdated systems, or deferred maintenance that can no longer be ignored. Add skyrocketing insurance premiums and rising HOA fees, and what looked like a bargain quickly becomes a financial trap. Think about sitting in a condo board meeting where the building announces that owners are asked to contribute tens of thousands of dollars for repairs, or watching your HOA fees double in 3 years. That's not wealth building, that's damage control. Meanwhile, those who invested in new pre-construction projects are moving into brand new towers with warranties, modern materials, and predictable costs. Nevertheless, coverage varies by project and jurisdiction. Always review the developer's warranty terms. In any case, which investor do you think is sleeping better at night? The choice is clear. Do you want to inherit someone else's problems, or do you want to build your own future? Here's what's happening right now. The most sophisticated investors, from Wall Street executives to international buyers from Latin America and Europe, are putting their money into pre-construction. They understand Miami's story. This is a city still expanding upward, attracting companies, entrepreneurs, and families every single day. But it goes deeper than that. Wall Street sees Miami as a financial hub in the making, a place where hedge funds, investment banks, and private equity firms are relocating their headquarters, bringing high-paying jobs and long-term stability to the local economy. For them, investing in pre-construction isn't just about owning property, it's about riding the wave of a city that is quickly becoming the financial capital of the South. Latin American investors, on the other hand, are drawn by safety and diversification. In countries where currencies fluctuate and political risks rise, Miami represents stability. Owning a pre-construction condo here is not only a financial investment, but also a potential plan B, a safe place for their family, their children's education, or even a future migration path. And European investors are increasingly paying attention because Miami combines luxury lifestyle with tax advantages. Compared to markets like London, Paris, or even Madrid, Miami offers no state income tax, lower property costs, and an international environment where English, Spanish, and even Portuguese are spoken daily. Add to that direct flights to almost every major European city, and Miami becomes an easy, attractive bridge between continents. They're not looking for yesterday's buildings with yesterday's problems. They're betting on the future of Miami, and they're doing it through pre-construction. That's why developers are selling out towers years before delivery. That's why Fortune 500 executives are moving here, buying early and securing the very best units. So here's the recap. Miami pre-construction condos can be a safer, smarter, and more profitable path for many buyers given today's standards and designs, a compelling option versus aging towers with recurring repairs. With new building codes, modern designs, and appreciation before delivery, they're the clear choice for anyone serious about investing in Miami real estate. Older condos, they may look cheaper at first, but between special assessments, rising insurance, and outdated amenities, the real cost is much higher. The bottom line is this: if you want long-term value and peace of mind, the smart move is luxury pre-construction in Miami. If you'd like to dive even deeper, I wrote a book called Miami's Pre-Construction Blueprint. It's a complete guide with strategies and real examples to help you make the smartest decisions. And here's something special. If you want a free copy, just type the word book in the comments below. I'll personally send you the link, and that way we start a real conversation. I'm Guillermo Teran, and I help buyers and investors make smart, confident real estate decisions. Check out these other videos for more insights and visit my website to book your free strategy session. If you're ready to act now, we'll explore the best opportunities in Miami's pre-construction real estate market and find the project that fits your goals.